Hello and welcome. I'll be live streaming, building some Deathwing Terminators. How are you all doing? I was going to live stream last night, but yeah, I got involved in something, so here I am tonight. I'm just going to start off. I'm just going to crack on with them. The goal is to build one. Let's see how far we get tonight. Hello, Meepish. How are you doing? We're going to build the blue one, complete blue. So let's find. It's got to be that one, hasn't it? Yeah, it's definitely that one. So this is the full kit for Deathwing Terminators, and you get the maces as well. Probably said that in the unboxing, but everyone looking forward to their Dark Angels next weekend. I think the supplement's good. I'm enjoying it so far. B8, B9. That's B9. Yeah, big shout out to Beats. I would not be live streaming right now, building these, if it wasn't for him. So, thank you, sir. The thing is, I could have purchased this. That's the thing. But I ummed and ahed about it, and eventually I was just like, nah, I won't get it. And then I looked at all of the pre-orders last weekend for next weekend. And they look quite cool. Well, with the exception of the inner triangle, as I'm going to call them. Hello, Bob. How are you doing? Noticed your comment the other day in the live stream. 10, also about 11. I think are you quite happy that Yuffie is in Final Fantasy? I think you were quite happy that she's in. I was playing it today actually, and Barrett said she's too young, so yeah, but yeah, she still joins the group anyway. Well, you know, I can't imagine Final Fantasy 7 without Yuffie. 15 and 14. Anyone that watched the Mara Adesso review, spent a fair bit of time on that one today, so I hope you enjoyed it. B21. Oh, there it is. I guess this is the shield. What shield do they expect you to use for this one then? It just says B22, which is this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we've got 6 shields, so I don't think it really matters. Maybe it does, because they've got slightly different cutouts, but I'm going to use this one because it does look one of those fancy. I can read your comments today and things, so you know. What's the appeal of Dark Angels? Well, the thing is, when you say appeal of Dark Angels, do you mean like in 40k or Horus Heresy? Because the appeal for 40k Dark Angels has really stemmed from Horus Heresy Dark Angels, and my appeal for Horus Heresy Dark Angels is, of course, you know, through all the literature and things. You know, them being the first legion, them having the secrets, them having the best weapons. You know, the Emperor kitting them out with some decent stuff, and then the wars of attrition that they went through at the start of the Great Crusade. There's a whole and the characters as well. The Lion, yeah, I do like a bit about the Lions too. As a Primarch, I'd probably still say Sanguinius is probably my favourite, really, but still. B103. So I think we've got a lot ahead right here. This 103. I'm not going to use the Dark Angels sort of upgrade sprue for these, but I will be for the Terminators. I think Revan asked me to review the Dark Angels Terminators from this set, which I will do, especially with that plasma cannon, which just look awesome. Right, 2 shield options, 28 and 29. There's 28. I think I might go for the one with the sword, broken sword actually. Okay, and then that's it. That's all the parts for the Knight Master. So we'll just build him. You've been working on your Imperial Fists. Nice one. Put the 300 models in the Discord. Surely that's a decent accomplishment that you want to share and show off. Definitely. Kriegsman, hello. You're here. No work today or tomorrow. Oh, nice one. Nice couple of days off for you then. Haven't spoken to you for ages. Hope you're doing well. Hope work's going well. I'm sure it is. You want it. Okay, you want what? You want the Dark Angels release? You want these Deathwing? Horus Heresy is how you got into Imperial Fist. Okay. So which book was it specifically, or was it just you saw some yellow Space Marines for Heresy? Oh, Praetorian of Dawn. There you go. Yeah, fantastic, absolutely brilliant. Yeah, great. Praetorian of Dawn, brilliant. Good. I was just you'd answered my question before I asked it. That's excellent. Yeah, very cool. I do like some Imperial Fists, I think Sigismund is an absolute beast. Hopefully you've read his standalone novel. Anyway, I try not to get into spoilers and things in these live streams. Try and focus on what we're up to. So yeah, please do put in the comments what you're working on, what you're building. Perhaps you bought yourself some Flesh Eater Courts and you're working on them. Perhaps you working your way through the Tomb Kings and Old World. Perhaps today has been a hobby day for you. I've not been working today, which is very, very rare for me. But I will be working a lot over the next month, really, over March. So I'll try and do the live streams, but yeah, we'll see if I've made commitments to my other job. Pharos. Pharos is good. Yep. Nice one. Sounds good. Sounds very good. Thanks for sharing. Yeah. Thank you, Meepish. Yeah, it is a good novel. The thing is, like, when you read it though, you sort of want to, yeah, and Praetorian Dawn, you kind of want to build him or whatever. I don't know. I've got him somewhere. He is. I'm sure he's close by. Yeah, he's right here. As one of the three triumvirate, absolutely epic Space Marines ever, I do keep him close by for some reason. Lovely model too. The three being, of course, Sigismund, Ralderon, and Corswain. Well, I'd actually put like Sigismund, then Corswain, then Ralderon. The thing is, there's a fair bit of a leap between Corswain and Ralderon, though. Ralderon is good, don't get me wrong. But they're the top three. Yeah, you could argue that, like Lucius is very good for Emperor's Children, and you could argue that Typhus is good for, you could definitely argue that Abaddon is good, because I mean Abaddon's still with us, isn't he? So, and Lucius is still with us, isn't he? So. Okay. Garrow. Yeah, I've got Garrow, haven't I? And Rubio. Garrow's very good, yeah. And oh, I always forget his name, but Emperor's Children again. Why do I forget his name? You know who I'm thinking about, don't you? Who carries both the blades? I don't know whether I've got his model. I can't remember. I'm sure I have. I'm just going to have to Google it. Hang on. It'll pop up. It will pop up. The Games Workshop's web store is absolutely atrocious. You type in Emperor's Children and then immediately you're getting like Predator tanks and upgrade sprues, and you're not actually getting Emperor's Children straight away. You're getting 150 results are tagged with Emperor's Children. Why when you just select when you type in Emperor's Children, does it not just only show you Emperor's Children? It's yeah, it's crazy. Saltavits. I'm sure I've got Saltavits. £36 though, out of stock. That's who I was thinking of. But yeah, no, Garrow's decent. Don't get me wrong. Up until a certain thing. Hang on. Now I'm really confused that you've got 300 Imperial Fists, but you don't even have Sigismund. Wow. Really confused. It's really confused me, that is. I guess not like Horus Heresy then. You haven't really got Horus Heresy. Just going to look at the bases. I think the bases are quite decent in this kit though. They seem to be alright. No issues. Oh, Assault Harvest, thank you, yeah. Yeah, no, you, yeah. Yeah, website's not good. Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. The new GW store is Garbaggio. I like that. Waiting for the Malcador. That's fair enough. When are they coming out, Krieg? When are they coming out? Tell us. You must know. I wonder how long it'll be. A month? More than a month? I don't know. That box set sold out pretty quick. They've probably got all the new tanks and things just there ready. In boxes, maybe. Ready to go. Yeah, that set sold out very quickly. I don't think many third-party sellers got many copies of it. It's funny. You've got to laugh, haven't you, guys? You've got to laugh because time and time again, it's like dropping something on your foot on purpose. It's like picking up a weight and knowing that you can lift something heavier and then just dropping it on your foot anyway. Because that must be what it feels like for Games Workshop every single time they release anything like that. That they make a certain number of models, certain number of box sets, and they get sold out within minutes, and then they just think, oh, right, well we could have sold an awful lot more. It's like an own goal, isn't it? Really, or like my analogy, dropping a weight on purpose on your foot. It's a shame, really, because they yeah. Because the way I see it is all their profits, well, not all their profits, but a lot of their profits, they could then use to, I don't know, funnel into other projects. But that's my take on it. I just wish they'd made more and wish they'd sold more. So. Yeah, you can get. I mean, it's impressive. Like I said, Meepish, put it in the Discord. It'd be good to see 300 Imperial Fists. Yeah, it is a shame. But the thing is, Krieg, like a lot of people couldn't even order one, let alone 3. So. What does everybody think about the Sentinel as well? I'm not a big fan of the Sentinel. I like the weapons and things, but it's just the legs and it being top heavy. That's my issues with it, really. I mean, I think it's still better than them bundling in like the new armored Sentinels or a variant of some kind of lesser armoured one. That one does make sense. You know, many weapons as possible. I didn't really read the rules. Maybe I should read the rules. Give you my impressions on the rules of it. Where are the rules? I've got the Chocobo song in my head from Final Fantasy. Right, here we go. Here's the rules. Let's have a quick look at this. So, its movement is still 7 inches, but obviously weapon skill, ballistic skill 3. You've got strength 6, toughness 6, 5 wounds, initiative 3, 2 attacks, leadership 8. Save of 2+. There you go. So a nice toughness of 6 and a save of 2+. That's all right. Counts as cavalry, heavy mechanised. You can have 3 in a unit. And you've got the heavy sentinels multi-laser. And you can give it like an autocannon, Volkite, las cannon, pardon me, melter lance. And then you've also got an Aethon missile battery. So the missile battery is all right. It's 30-inch range, but it's only strength 4, AP 5, large blast. Okay, so probably not so good against Space Marines. This is the thing, we need another kind of squishy army in Horus Heresy. Heavy Incinerator, Melter Lance, it's only 18-inch range. I don't know how much damage it can really do against Space Marine things. I think Space Marines against it could be overkill. That's the thing. All the Space Marine gear is so good that you'd need a lot of this Soldier Auxilia kit to cause them any issues. What's its role? What's this role of this heavy sentinel? Seems like it's just a more survivable kind of las cannon walking around. I don't know, I just think it's going to be a bit of a shooting gallery for any sort of Space Marine army that bring only 5-man las cannon heavy support squads. You know, turn into a bit of a shooting gallery, won't it? What model is the Forge World one? That's Sigismund, that one. We're talking about Imperial Fists, so I just thought I'd put an Imperial Fist down. I will be working on Imperial Fists after Death Guard. There's going to be a fair few unboxings and reviews of Dark Angels over the next sort of couple of weeks. A little bit of Horus Heresy. And then I would like to bring out some Soulblight Gravelords reviews. I know it's been a long time, but I'd like to do that. And then it'll be, Word Bearers reviews. I've got all the Word Bearers all built, ready. And then I can start building the Raven Guard. that I've had for quite some time now. There'll be some crossovers with them, some of the Raven Guard units and Dark Angels units, obviously, because sort of colours. I don't know, I don't think I'll be able to build all 5 of these, but definitely I'll have a good crack at 3. Then I'll finish the others during the week. I was going to give you the review of Belial tomorrow on Monday, but I've decided against it because I'd like the Mare Adesso watch to sort of get a bit more limelight, and it's so easy when you release a video every day for a video to supplant the previous one. So if everything goes to plan, I'd like to have the review out for Belial on Wednesday. With these guys' reviews on Thursday, and then Friday, finally, those Horus Heresy Assault Marines. I know they've been a long time coming up. I've had them for a couple of months. I'm not sure what was so intimidating about their set, but I just haven't built them as quick as I would have liked. Right, nearly finished this. Oh yeah, we've just got this chest armour to do. First impressions, I really like this set though. Very cool. Yeah, without a doubt, I'm definitely going to pick up another unit of these Deathwing Terminators and have them all with the maces and the hoods. That's the thing though, that's the danger with the Primaris sized sort of Space Marines now, as they all fit and they all look so good together. It's hard to resist them. Good thing about me having a live stream on the Sunday night is we can actually talk about the pre-orders for next week, and yeah, nothing that really takes my fancy. I don't know if there's anything that you guys like that's coming out. Okay, so that just slots in like so then. Got to be mindful because I'm running low on this this glue. Just dry fit this, see what's occurring. You're looking forward to the Dawnbringer book? Nice one. You ordered, okay. Nice. And then this leg as well. Going to be quite straightforward there. Plug and socket pieces. These can't really go wrong. Chunky Terminators. Very chunky. Yeah, they look the same. Interesting that the tassets are individual, but it sort of makes sense because they are for the regular Terminator kit. Right, the sword then. Wow. Okay. Seems to go on quite nicely. And then they want you to put this sword in straight away. I think it would go in like that. Yeah, finding the sweet spot. I almost feel like I'm too close to the. That's better. Now, they say put the arm on, the left arm on, but there's no plug and socket, so you'll be able to rotate it a little bit. So I would say glue the shield on first, and then glue the arm on. It is Sigismund, yeah. We were talking about Emperor's Children earlier. And that is why he is here. Okay. Note to self, move the Terminator back a little bit, because his sword will have to rest on the base too. So yeah, just be wary of that, guys. Because then his sword can rest on the actual base. Honestly, it looks so cool. And they want you to put the head in as well. And then the little shield and the shoulder pauldrons, and then we are done. Nice big beefy Terminator to build. Wow. Very cool. Yeah, we'll put these on first. Wow, there is definitely a gap there for this to go on, isn't there? So they want you to overlap that. It's possible, but wouldn't necessarily advise it. They overlap a little bit. That's the best I can do, I think. yeah, quite happy with that, the way that he's turned out. So that is the Nightmaster complete. Zoom in on him. Very cool compared to Belial. Belial is a big boy. He's on a bigger base as well. But I just thought I'd show you difference. That took me about, well, from clipping the sprues, well, let's be pedantic, say 40 minutes, but yeah, I'm sure it'll only take about 20 minutes for everybody else. So that's the Nightmaster done. So the great thing about Terminators is once you've done one, that's 20% complete. You know, because there's only 5 models. Right, let's have a go at the second one. Oh, I like that one though. That one is a very, very cool one. Let's see if we can do 3 tonight. Oh yeah, we've also got a little watcher. Watcher in the dark. Okay, let's get the next parts. No worries, Elf. How you doing? Thanks, Mipesh. Thank you. It's all good. We're getting there. B31 again. That's 80. That's gonna bite me in the bum. That little move. 50, 60. So is this just the same parts as we had before then, I guess? No, that was B1. We're now on B31. Ah, there it is. Found it. It's getting us slightly befuddled. So 33, 31 and 32. These seem alright to build, you know? I reckon you could crack these out in a couple of hours. Nice kit. I'll see that in their review. A bit like the Terminator kit. That's a good kit too. 36. With some of their kits, you think it's a bit of a where's Wally, where's Waldo, whatever. Trying to find parts and things, like you have to go to different sprues, but this kit has been pretty straightforward. Some kits will have you scratching your head at why they've positioned some parts in different places, but this one is good. He says, and then there's no tassets on this sprue. They're over here. Wow, I spoke too soon. 38 and 39. It's got to be on this sprue, surely. Come on. Oh, no. Just as I said its praises, and then it throws 3 different pieces on 3 different sprues at me. Yeah, we're going for the sword, B41, which isn't even on there, but the arm is, shoulder is 40. There's 41. The blades are very nice. It's nice to see, you know, Terminators with sword and board. B43, there we go. guessing they all have these little shield things. There it is. Now they're using B44. Yeah, this is a nice shield. I guess the only downside with having these shields, you know, in this iconography and stuff, is that when it comes to building the mace versions of them, all the shields are gonna be familiar, but I don't think that's a massive issue. Look at all these heads, look, all these hooded heads. We'll take all them off. We're not going to be using them until we bust out the maces. So many heads though, look. How many is that so far? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 different hooded heads? Wow. And 6 helmeted. Those two are the same, but those two are different, and that one is quite unique. I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna use this one. This one's not as a pair. Right, let's get cracking with this one. Nice one. Sounds good, Elf. Sounds good. Who's the model closest to the Goku lamp? What, this one? Closest, it would be this one. That's Belial. I built Belial Wednesday or Thursday, I think. Probably Thursday. I built Belial. Was it Thursday? Anyway, I built him during this week. Yeah, quite cool. That model, if you were talking about that, that's Sigismund. Yeah, I built 5 of the Assault Marines. Just got these 5 to do. I think I've just got to glue them together. Or are these all filed? I don't know why parts fly across the room, but yeah, I've just got to glue them together really, and give them. They're all the chain swords and bolt pistols, and shields. So very, very close to finishing those. Very close. Probably finish them tomorrow evening, if I can. Yeah, if I can finish those tomorrow evening and these Deathwing, then yeah, I'll be quite chuffed with that progress. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you. It will be an impressive box set once it's finished. 15 Terminators. I'm going to try and spruce them up a bit as well. Not by using any extra parts, just... What did they do? They... Yeah, they also mixed and matched them. what I mean by that is you know the legs that they used for that one aiming the Stormbolt at aren't the same for that one. And the plasma cannon, like this plasma cannon Terminator's walking forward, this one's just sort of stood there. So yeah, they've alternated, and they've got 2 helmetless heads in that set and 3 in that. But then for the Deathwing, they've all given them helmets. So yeah, I'm going to try and go for that if I can, but all helmeted. Because me and faces just don't get on. I've got lots of other things to paint, me Pish. This is the thing. Like, I think, as you know, long time viewer of the channel and things. I've got so many things that are on my to paint list that are way higher up than these. I would say, in order of priority, it would probably go my Titans, my Knights, my Custodes, my Sisters, the 6 Horus Heresy Legions, maybe a few Age of Sigmar armies, and then I'd probably get into some other 40k stuff before I even got to these. So not straight away. And the thing is, you know, with all the content I make, you know, there's been so many times when I've picked up new releases, and then the next week, and then the next week, and so on. So, yeah, barely enough time to build them and then review them all. But yeah, I won't. No need to get a violin out. I think everyone knows that I try the best I can. I mean, I guess so, but the thing is, for me, yeah, as someone that has, what, 20 armies or whatever, I've got there's no sort of like time limit. There's no, oh, I must get all my army painted and you know, finished in that way. There's nothing like that. I don't play any games, and the collection is so big I can't even put it on display. So I would be painting everything to put it into boxes. If you can just kind of, yeah, think about that. And if you had that large collection to paint it all, to put it into boxes, and that's a I don't know what you call it, like that's a good motivating thing for you. Well, then that is a bit strange. I think a motivating thing for me would be gaming. Like if I played more games, I'd, you know, probably make less videos to then use some of that time to paint like some things of an army to then game, because I just don't, I won't game if it's not painted. So yeah, good point. Yeah, good point. Definitely, I totally agree. I mean, with some of the models that I built many years ago, I've gone back and I've like bent the legs or broken legs, and or touched up, you know, certain parts of models, and you know, improve the painting on them, except for the really really old ones. Like I've done that for a few of the knights. But yeah, I was thinking about making a full collection video this summer, but we'll see. I have a place where I could do that. But I'd probably make that video like members only or something, for like, yeah, just as a massive thank you to everyone that sort of supports the channel, because it's going to cost me a lot of money to do. So not only to set it all up, but also it's the time. It takes a lot of time to do something like that. I'd have to rent places, I'd have to rent a van, I'd have to, yeah, spend 2 days. So I'd have to take time off work basically to do that. Um, yeah, and it would be, when I say full collection video, I mean like absolutely everything, because I can't fit everything in one room at the moment. Like we're talking about Age of Sigmar, Adeptus Titanicus, absolutely everything we're talking about. I have to rent out a hall. Maybe I do it for like 50,000 subscribers. I don't know. That would be quite cool if I did that. I don't know what my oldest miniature is. I think I have got some from the 90s. Definitely. I don't think I've got any from the 80s. Hey Revan, how you doing? Sorry I'm late live streaming. I built one Deathwing Terminator. I thought I'd show you. So I built one in this live stream. That's all you've kind of missed, really. And we were just talking about the pre-orders as well, a little bit. And yeah, me Pish is putting some good questions out there and explaining about their army. What files are you using? Good question. I'm just using Games Workshop metal files. They're the fine files. I think they did one in like there was a color band here that was gold, and then there was another one which is brown, and the brown one was finer still, and that was kind of to smooth over scratches of plastic, whereas this actually takes the plastic off, but it's not kind of abrasive like the old Games Workshop ones or Citadel ones. I don't know whether you can get these files anymore, but yeah. People always ask me like, oh, super, you know, does it get clogged up with plastic and things? Well, I've got a little cloth over here and I just wipe it on the cloth and then that gets rid of it. So yeah, I've used these for years and they work, and yeah, definitely recommend it. Maybe I mean, in some people's views, probably I can see maybe I go a bit over the top in prep, but you know what? It means that I can then just get the dust off and spray and I'm good to go. And I've got no fear of any sort of mold lines and sprue extras on here that is going to affect anything later on. But yeah, it's a 3-stage cleanup process. Clipping off the sprue, cutting off all the sprue extras with the blade, and then filing with one of the fine files. And assembly is kind of sometimes a 3-stage process again, in that I use the glue, either this Citadel or the Revel, with a combination of the Tamiya for the gaps, and then once that's completely dry, and we're talking like a day, not like an hour, then probably file again over those if they need to. Most of the time you don't need to do that. That's a bit, but definitely for like tanks and vehicles, there's more likelihood of getting gaps and things with those. Right, just got the sword to do, and then we have built the second one. Yeah, we'll build a third one tonight. I could really push it into 10 o'clock. Oh, that's a bit annoying. I could really push it into 10 o'clock and build all 5, really, thinking about it. Probably Soundgarden, yeah, probably. Yeah, this is true. The metal files. Beats told me about some glass files. He hasn't really mentioned them for a while, but Yeah, apparently he bought some glass files, so they're similar maybe. They don't really wear out. But yeah, if you can get some decent fine metal files, then yeah, they're not going to wear out. I mean, I'm using my blade now because of, obviously there are places, you know, that the files just can't go. Okay, so sword done. I'll start gluing now. I'm getting carried away with the arms already. See, I'm not even looking at the instructions now. That's when you know it's a good kit. When you've built one, and then you can do no scope for the rest of them. Um, yeah, definitely. Yeah. The thing is, I don't know how many. I would say, I would say I've built more Land Raiders than any other tank, then Rhino base chassis, and that's only because I've got 7 like Horus Heresy Predators that I haven't, and probably some Rhinos that I haven't built yet. Maybe if I built those, I would it would overtake it. But yeah, certainly Land Raiders and Rhino chassis vehicles. I've built a fair few. There's some kits though, especially like Forge World ones, where you built and you've really enjoyed them, and you just can't wait to build it again. I don't know if you guys get that same euphoria, that same excitement. Probably depends if you like building. I'm a strange one because I do like building more than anything else. Quite happily sit here for hours on end just building. Painting, on the other hand, I'm my own worst enemy. I get frustrated, I think. Frustrated with my own work. Right, so what I'll do... Oh, after all that, I'm saying I can build it in my sleep and stuff, but I need some shoulder pauldrons, don't I? 45 and 46 they've used. Yeah, it'd be like a Phobos Marine without his shoulder pauldrons. Is it Phobos? Reaver, that's the one. Luckily, they're very quick and easy to just clean up. Get my fingers right. There we go. I like the poses, but I think the Horus Heresy ones have better poses. I think these are definitely the best looking Terminators that we've had, like, for a long time. Yeah, compared to, it's a nice. So what I want to use. Progression from the new Terminator set. The real question though I want to ask is, will we see any other Legion specific Terminators? You know, will we get any Imperial Fists? Will we get any Ultramarines? I mean, you know, because there's nothing really stopping them. They've done it loads of times where they've just gone, hey, there's a brand new unit for this chapter. We could do it. You know, could we get some Iron Warriors? I'd like to see some Iron Warriors. I'd like to see some Emperor's Children. I mean, they look pretty gnarly, to use the word, without those shield things on. I mean, I really do like helmets. I think if they are going to, you know, upgrade the Grey Knights and things, that is definitely the way to go, those sculpts. Because some of the Grey Knights Terminator helmets are really kind of squished. Right, we're going to be going on our third one now. Yeah, good point, Phosphex, good point. They could have done. Oh, thanks, Kriegsman. Absolute legend. Thank you. Thank you. This is a thing. A $5 does pay for a box of tea bags and probably a 2-pack of McVitie's digestives or something. So yeah, thank you. Thanks, Kriegsman. I appreciate that. Thank you. Right, let's see if I can put this little shield on. Goes on there quite well. So that's that one. That's number 2. They're looking pretty fearsome so far with Belial. It's going to be a chunky kit, I tell you. It's going to be a chunky kit. So that's the 2. Yeah, let's build a third one. I don't know if I can stretch to... So that took me about half an hour. We'll see. We might be able to build 4. I'm saying this, but could end up building all 5. 48. Here we go. And 50. I'm interested to see which shield that they don't use. 53, 54. Uh, 55 and 56. Well, there's the 56. I reckon 55 is on another planet. It's in another castle. 55. There it is. Yeah. And that's quite fitting, actually, considering it's Dark Angels. They do like their fortresses and things, don't they? 57 and 58. See, I've used this shield. Go. And then 62 and 63. 62, 63. And I think that's that done. Just need a head for him. So this one's moving forward, I think. Kind of wanted something on the left side, but we'll have this one. What I'll do is I'll actually, because I'm making good progress, I'll snip out all of the pieces for the other 2 as well, just in case we can do it. 66 and 67. This is 68. Nine. Oh yeah, I forgot about the little watcher. Yeah, I think that's he's only in a couple of parts though, isn't he? 73, 72, and 77. That is his left arm. Yeah, they do use 78 for this, okay. At 81, wow. You're actually in the 80s. And this is this sprue complete look. It's got maces on here. I don't know, could you use these in Heresy? With a bit of modification. I'm just thinking for like Sons of Horus maybe. But the Juster and Terminators, they have their own cool looking maces, don't they? They seem to be getting a lot of characters in Horus Heresy. And what does this one look like? So he's got his head facing that way. We'll go for this one, and then just for variety, we'll pick this one. Um, 81. Yeah, some of these little shield things have like emblems on them or feathers on them, and some of them are just plain. I think one thing you did miss, Revan, I think, is earlier in the video I did say that I would review, you know, the Dark Angels actual Terminators with the upgrade sprue as a separate review video, and that was your request, so thank you for that. I might live stream again this week. I might pencil that in and build some normal Dark Angels Terminators. I haven't really decided. Depends if I've got the time. So you get the Teleport Homer. I don't know whether it's a Dark Angel specific one. I think they're all batch produced, but you do get one. You know, with this set, you wonder why you get so many, like, is it 25mm bases? And it's because of the all of the Teleport Homers and the Watcher in the Darks. Watchers in the Dark, should I say. I think he's literally 3 pieces. Oh, I need the other side for the... He's the same number of parts as the Homer. But we might as well get him off. I'm going to have like a little army of Watchers in the Dark soon, aren't I? If I'm not careful. That would be cool, I think. New faction. Just consisting of Watchers in the Dark. And 86. They kind of remind me of Jawas. Were they around before Star Wars Watchers in the Dark? It's not another thing Games Workshop have stolen, is it? I'm not even looking at the numbers for this sprue because I know that these all work. This torso. Like, this arm has to go with this sword. There's no way that it wouldn't. I will look at the numbers of the tassets though, because they, although they are kind of plug and socket, their socket is on a bit of a slope, and I think that would slightly affect it. You could force your way and glue it on the side that you want, but I might as well just go with the grain for that one. And that's that sprue done. Codex supplement Watchers in the Dark. Yeah. Here we go. Well, they're bringing us gnomes, aren't they? I mean, they're not gnelfs, they're not gnoblins, they're gnomes. I can't believe they're bringing us gnomes. I'm gonna get them. That's it. I'm gonna get all the gnomes that I can. I'm gonna have a gnome army, and then after you beat somebody with your gnomes, you can say, "You've been gnomed." So we've got an extra one, it seems. An extra 6th Terminator. This is number 4 in the grand old scheme of things. So number 4 probably is the alternate, is the pink version of the Night Master there. So we have 1, 2, and then we've got the third one walking forward. Whoa, just jumped at me, didn't it? Okay. Gnome. Well, the way I see it is, you know, we've had three. There's more. I would say two main ones though. Depends on your angle. I mean, for me, definitely, it's Warhammer 40k, Star Wars, and Star Trek, really. But yeah, Warhammer 40k is definitely my favourite. I include Horus Heresy in that, like, you know, and I would include like the Age of Strife and the Scouring and all those kind of things, all within 40k. I'm pretty sure Henry Cavill won't mess it up, because he's already a passionate fan. Right, that's all of the parts taken off the sprues. So what I'm going to do is I am going to tidy up each one, but I think timing wise I'm probably just going to tidy up one, build it, then tidy up the others. Or I might just tidy up this one and then build it. I might build the Watcher for my new Watcher in the Dark Army. And then when you bring your Gnome army to fight your mate, you can say, "Hello, me old chum." And then you can whip out your old chum. You can whip out your old army box, and then your mate can guess what army you've brought. And you can start off by taking out an elf and saying, "I'm not a Gnelf." Then you can take out a Gloomspike Gitz and say, "I'm not a Gnoblin." And then you can whip out your Gnome. I honestly can't believe that. The other two sort of previews for that event, the Custodian Praetor thingy and the Orc War Boss thing, it's classic, isn't it? It's so predictable at this point. I mean, I'm sat here building a box set with a unique character anyway. However, that unique character you can now pre-order, and actually, kind of all these models in here are new, if you kind of call the Dark Angel Terminators new, because the upgrade sprues, like I say, you got £42 worth of upgrade stuff there. But yeah, I'm sat here sort of building a box set with a new character in. But for those factions, it is literally just those new characters. I don't think there's anything new coming to them other than those. Very predictable. they have to sort of release something, don't they? Which is a shame, because it's almost like it's forced. It is a shame. Like, they're down this route of every 3 years or so bringing out a brand new edition, and then bringing out all the brand new codexes again. And it's like, oh, well, we need something new for that faction. Right, well, we'll make one 27, let's just call it 30 quid at this point, 30 quid plastic mini. Right, what's the best way we can get people to buy that mini? Well, we'll put it in a set that costs 100 quid. So instead of, you know, you buying it for like 20 quid or whatever, people are going to be spending 5 times the amount just to get that mini. That's the way I see it. Anyway, it should be available separately. Like these new minis to sort of go with the new release of an army. Not the new release, but the refresh. Sorry, the renewal of an army. They should be sold separate. They should also be included in like a box set, like they are, but at the same time. You know. But that's my take on it. What do you guys think? Hello, Fog Battleship. How are you doing? Yeah. I would always like it's so easy like to focus on the negative. Like that is the easiest thing. It's more difficult to try and search around and bring out some of the positive success stories. I would try and invest some time, some energy into what has worked, with sort of franchises and bringing things on screen. You know, it's again, it's easy to focus on the negative. It's easy to sort of also kind of regurgitate what other people, other viewers and things of content have said, have reviewed, and this is coming from a reviewer, and I do it myself with like watches and other things and Warhammer. Yeah, of course, we're all guilty. But I think for like consumable media, like books as well, not just sort of series. I think it's good to have your own experience of certain things and definitely draw your own conclusions. You know, because there are some success stories for some series that are out there. You know, I mean, Peter Jackson, right? We can all agree that the Lord of the Rings trilogy is just absolutely incredible. He's so passionate about it. He's such a fan, and he did an incredible job. Was he involved in Rings of Power? You know. What about, is it Andre? Was he involved much in The Witcher? You know, yeah, it's a tricky one, isn't it? Because there's a lot of decisions and things that we're just not privy to that happen behind closed doors. For money reasons, you know. Oh, look at this hobby! I've just been explaining it for the past sort of 10 minutes about the FOMO, the fear of missing out, and also I could go on about perceived value, you know. Um, but yeah, there's definitely they've green lighted it out anyway, haven't they? So we'll see. I think the problem with it is no matter what they produce, fans, and I'm definitely not a die-hard fan. I'm a fan, but I'm not, and I read the books and things, and you know. But I think the die-hard fans that do nothing but Warhammer, like nothing whatsoever but Warhammer, like they'll read it, they'll build it, they'll paint it, they'll play it, they'll do very little of anything else. It will never be enough. Like whatever he produces, whatever that studio produce, it won't be enough. I think, you know, and the reason why a lot of expectations are so high is because, you know, for some of us, it's like our favourite thing. It's our passion. It's our favourite lore and science fiction universe. You know, and because we've built up a lot of time with it, there's a lot of emotional connections with the hobby too, especially if you've been doing it for, you know, even 10 years, 20 years, 30 years even. You know, you've had all of those hopefully positive experiences over all those years, and you kind of expect to know what a bolt gun sounds like. You expect to know what a Thunderhawk would sound like, and you know, you'd expect to know kind of how big a space marine is and all those kind of things. That we do become hypercritical, definitely, definitely. I think there's a lot of people that are hypercritical out there. Again, I'm also not saying, you know, give him a green light and give the studio a green light. You know, I'm saying go in there, you know, maybe lower the expectations a little bit, and just, yeah, kind of enjoy the ride and experience it kind of as it's hard to, you can't be unbiased at all with it if you've lived and breathed the hobby for like 20, 30 years. Like you can't go in there with a fresh slate. It's not like, a good example I would go with at the moment is like June. Okay, so obviously June part 1 came out, and some people had never read the book. I know, can you believe it? It came out before Star Wars, blah blah blah. But some people never read the book, let alone read the second book or the series or anything like that. That will happen for the series, probably. There will be a few people that have never really experienced anything to do with 40k, but I think a lot of people will have. So already the expectations are high, and already there's quite a large base of people to for your work to live up to, I think. But it's got to be done at some point, because the longer they leave it, the longer anyone leaves it, the higher those expectations are, or you know, some third party would take it on board. Look at Astartes. It's absolutely incredible. You know, doing a fantastic job. Everything just hit so well. The speed, the strength, the sounds, I say the tactics, you know, everything just hit. It hit a beat, didn't it? And then when you watch other things, it's almost like, oh, the Space Marines are a little bit, you know, too thin, or that bolt gun sounds like a rifle, or you know, yeah, just a bit. Yeah, just I don't know. That's my take on it anyway, I think. No, I wish him all the best, and I hope they do a good job on it. It's always difficult handling something as huge as sort of Warhammer 140k. You know, it was announced quite a while ago, and yeah, I just hope that they've had enough time to you know, do a good job, really. I can't see with sort of Games Workshop overseeing it as well that they want to bring out anything that would jeopardise their business. And when I mean jeopardise, I don't mean like everybody that is buying, you know, 600 Space Marines and stuff. I just mean like future, the new hobbyists that will take it over. That's what I mean. Because yeah, the current collectors and modelers and things, they're most likely stay in the hobby, regardless of whether what they bring out is utter rubbish. And that's the thing with like all the other series. They don't really have sort of like a proper hobby built into them, do they? Really? I mean, just because that didn't do so well doesn't stop people buying Lord of the Rings minis from Games Workshop, which not only have they've increased it massively. I've been really happy with all the minis that they've brought out over these years for the game. They've even brought back some old ones as well, haven't they? Right, what I'll do is I will tidy up this one and then I will build it. Fog, good to hear, my friend. How much you're going to spend on the new Solar Auxilia tanks? Yes. They do look good, Fog. I'll give you that. They do look great, but I don't know if you've got the Horus Heresy book. I'm assuming you have. Otherwise, why would you start Solar Auxilia without the sort of army book? Seems a bit odd. But yeah, I'm assuming you've got the book. There's not that many tanks in the book, and unless they sort of magic a Stormhammer completely out of plastic, then yeah, there's only a few more tanks to go, really. Yeah, I would like to have seen more, definitely. You know, I'm not saying that they wouldn't make any new ones. I mean, crikey, like I said, they've made the Sentinel, haven't they? So and that's completely new. That wasn't in the book. So they could do something like that. Bring out some new rules for it digitally for free. I know Kriegsman's fervently waiting for a plastic Malcador Infernus. Is it still on Forge World's website, the Infernus? I don't know. If it isn't, then not sure whether we would get it in plastic. It'd be nice to see it in plastic, though. Am I going to do a review of the Solar Auxiliary Battle Force? Well, yeah, if I get hold of it. I didn't pre-order it, but you know, you never know. There's always a chance. But yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to do a video of it. You know, if I don't, worst case scenario, I don't get the, which doesn't bother me. If I don't get the Battle Force, the set, I probably will pick up a couple of the tanks, you know, when they are released individually. So yeah, there'll be that content for you to enjoy and you know, help you make your decision, or not help you make your decision. I constantly get told I'm the reason for people having no money in their bank accounts. Well, maybe, but maybe I'm also the reason why people do have, you know, if they were thinking about picking up a kit and they saw my unboxing and review and thought, oh my god, it's only like 2 sprues, or that's way overpriced, then, you know, maybe I've saved some people some money that they could then spend on a truly awesome kit. Maybe. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, the new Lehman Russ. Yeah, the Malcadors. Malcadors. Is there only one Malcador? Artillery. Yeah, the artillery looks very good. I like that. Oh, that sounds cool. Do a few squadrons of tanks. Wow, that would look awesome. The thing is, I've just got so many tanks for Space Marines. Well, actually, I haven't got enough Predators, but I've got enough of everything else. And, you know, tanks, as you know, sir, tanks do take up a lot of room. Well, I guess they take up less room than their boxes, so there is that. For us tank heads, tread heads, sorry. Oh, nice one. Oh, that sounds really cool. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you for writing all that down, Fog. Yeah, thank you. That was worth it. I appreciate you doing that. I do like to hear what people are working on and what they're building, and you know, the state of their collection. missed that. So yeah, these aren't too far from being finished. Just got 2 more to do. But we are going to end it after I've built this one. So I can finish the other 2 during the week. Probably tomorrow. Yeah, it's a nice kit, this one. I actually think that the Dark Angels Terminators will take me longer because of their options and their, let's say, posability. I'm building both units with the plasma cannons, and I will be using the upgrade sprues. I will probably build one during the week and then one in a live stream, I think. Just to give you a look at that upgrade sprue and the plasma cannon and things before it is released at the weekend. I am working at the weekend, but I hope to get hold of the inner triangle, as I call it, the inner circle. So I will try my hardest to live stream. I'll build Asmodai in the live stream and also the inner circle. So I'll build all of those for you. Right, that's that done. And then just the sword to do. Oh. Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of that Dawn tank either. Maybe it's the sort of gap in the bottom that puts me off it. I mean, the gap in the bottom of the Scorpius for Mechanicus is sort of more understandable because it's a hover tank, you know, but actually for a main battle tank to have a complete gap, I wonder how many other people that put off from picking it up. I wonder. I also wonder how many people that knew about it just didn't really care, because you'll never see that part of the model. Okay, that's we'll just put this one together now. And yep, there we go. Nice. So I think this Terminator is stomping forward. Yeah, stomping forward, isn't he? Yeah, he looks cool. Should really be gluing these sword arms on a bit quicker. What I'll do after this is I will go into Discord, have a bit of a chat with guys, because I haven't spoke to you for a while. Oh, so could you have him? Could you have his arm like that? No, I guess not. Just have his sword outwards, I guess. Another cool mini. Very nice, that one. I like that one, sort of stomping forward. And there we go. So, yeah, that is the right shield thing. Brilliant glue here. We're doing well with the glue tonight. Oh, thanks, chair. Been moving my actual screen about. Oh, sorry about that. Do, do, do. Right. What we'll do, so I'll get this. Brilliant. Right. So that's that one done as well. So that's 3 of them complete this evening. I'll build the other 2 and the Watcher and the Teleport Homer sort of during the week. But that's the 3. I'm quite happy with them. The way they've turned out, as I expected. Lovely kit. Better than I expected, really. I'm sure the Mace armed Deathwing also are pretty cool. Put them sort of there. Then you've got Belial, and then you've got the Lion himself. Like that. Who's looking a bit small compared to the rest of them. But even the Lion's got the two Watchers as well. Maybe I'll move Sigismund somewhere back where he came from. Right, so yeah, we've built 3. I'll build the rest during the week. Thank you ever so much for joining me this evening for this live stream. It was a bit unannounced, but I thought it'd be better for me to do one than not do one over this weekend. I did plan on doing it this morning, then this afternoon, and yeah, things just got in the way. But I'm glad I came and built these few Terminators for you. As I say, I'll try and be live streaming during the week at some point. Definitely at the weekend for the I think the Dark Angels release at the weekend, don't they? Because they didn't release this weekend, so they've got to be released next week. These 2-week pre-orders are strange. They're odd for me. I'm just so used to pre-ordering something and then getting it the next week. Yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Thank you, Kriesman, for everything that you do behind the scenes. I'll speak to you in a bit. And thanks, Revan, again, for all your comments. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.